talk about affirmative action. Thank my neighbors for this. I'm really going to focus it on education just because it's what the big deal is with the Supreme Court and this whole mess. And I'm gonna try my best to condense it down. And I've already took out a lot of talking points in my head, and I slept over it. So here we go. Affirmative action, in my opinion, is kind of a political ploy to kind of appease people. Honestly, there's a lot to go. There's a lot of things that are kind of related to it, like kind of laws that help people back in life. When it comes to schooling, and I'm only going to stick with schooling because it can spread throughout a whole lot, I think is a mix. And it all comes down to money. These schools get money for a certain amount of people that they're deemed like underprivileged or of whatever status or whatnot. They get money from the federal government. It is not a secret. Like these big schools, honestly, like a school like Harvard, they get money from letting like a small amount of like underprivileged people in, and I think it's required so they can keep a certain standard or standing anyways. My honest opinion, if you have a school that people are willing to pay cash money to get their kids into, I really wouldn't care less and could care less about any type of status, period. Society needs to actually change their mindset on what is exactly a privilege to have an education at a certain institution, or why what makes an institution better than another one. Society needs to change that because pretty much these schools became nothing more than a branding campaign. I see it with the branding of was it Ivy League schools? I see it with the branding of was it HBCU schools? I see it with the branding of PWI schools, and I think all the branding is gotten out of hand. It went away from the recognition of, okay, you go to this school because they have a good journalism program, or you go to this school because they have a good zoology program, or you go to this school because they specialize in geoengineering, or you go to this school because they specialize in business. It I mean, it went away from that to, hey, I want my kid just to go to this school because my parents went, or because you have said, because hey, you get to experience this part of life, or what. It's freaking garbage, and that is the problem. Like with this affirmative action stuff, you're fighting. Pretty much, people are fighting to get into places to where you can get like an experience or something. Like it's not for the education anymore, and that's a problem, and that's a problem on society, to be honest. To really cure this problem is actually very straightforward. Even though people don't like straightforward answers, but this is a straightforward answer to it. Other schools need to step up their games in other departments. It's just as simple as that. Like, if Harvard has a program that people want to sneak in and try to do all kind of stuff, get people to test the SATs and all that for them to get in, then other schools need to have the exact same program or a similar program to what Harvard is doing, and promote it and do what they do, and give them like the education they need for that. You will see when stuff starts getting good, then hey, more like you'll get more people like, hey, that Harvard is full of crap, but this other school right here has the same thing. Let's apply to that school instead, and this should spread amongst all the, like school to school to school across the nation. Then voila, then hey, problem is actually kind of solved. It just needs competition. Like these schools are nothing more than businesses at the end of the day. Like they're not teaching your kid for free. Like it's no secret. They're not giving away education for free. Education is not free. If it was, these college professors wouldn't even have tenure and none of that. Like, so my thing is like it should be the opportunity with this affirmative action. It should be the opportunity that these other schools need to take advantage of and look at it from an opportunity perspective. Like you see schools that have all kind of problems right now, like whether it be financial problems or was it or conduct problems or whatnot. Like this would be the opportunity for them to fix the problems they have, get accountability for those problems, be transparent, and then start building their academic programs up. Like there shouldn't be people going to school or whatnot to go watch a football game or watch a band blow instruments and beat on drums or play or do skydiving or whatever. Whatever they do in school. It should on sports and all this stuff. It should be for what's in the classroom and also what experiences you'll learn to get to the next level in the real world. Though that's what school should be about. Honestly, school needs to change anyways, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But for this affirmative action thing, I really think that it's kind of a double-edged sword, so to speak. Yeah, it's a good thing to kind of be inclusive because you don't want to be like excluding people. You don't want to be like, we don't want that type of person in here, but we're gonna take this type of person. But then again, I'm like, it's an opportunity to take the prestige name out of it. Like take the name out of those prestigious institutions and bring the prestige to other institutions who are just as talented and have just the same ability to educate kids and bring a great future to them. And that's what's not really being recognized right now. Like there are plenty of schools that can actually like put the same success onto somebody or even better than some of the prestigious schools. Like you have kids who go to Princeton and Harvard and Yale, but they work at McDonald's. So, and then you have somebody who can go to North Dakota State or Appalachian State or was it Florida A&M, and they're like CEOs and high level executives and entrepreneurs. Like you have opportunities anywhere you go. You just gotta make the opportunities out of what you can get. And my thing is, if I ever have a kid, like for knock on wood, knock. Well, this ain't real wood, but have a kid. I'm not gonna be looking at all that stuff. I would want my kid honestly to be able to apply to a school that would give her or him or them the best opportunity to succeed with the most economical cost in mind. Like I would not want my kid to be like, oh, I'm so mad I didn't get into the school. I'd be like, F that school. Like, who cares? Let's go apply for another one. Who cares? No, no, because at the end of the day, if a school doesn't want you, that means they don't need you, and that means you shouldn't need them either. And that's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, we giving these people money, and they don't want to take our money. So be it. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if somebody don't want your money in a restaurant, what you gonna do? You just gonna go to another restaurant, and that's it. And that's what we should do with these schools. Like we shouldn't have to worry about just trying to get into certain schools or whatever. No, there should be no more dream schools or whatever to like go to or whatnot. No, it should be dream futures, dream careers, dream dream achievements. Oh, my phone ringing. Anyways, it should be dream careers, not just not just like dream not just dream schools or whatever. Because half the time, what are people gonna? People don't even know what they're gonna do. That they don't have no clue. They just go to school just to go to school and just I guess party and have fun. Which partying and having fun ain't gonna do you no good. You see what happening now? People are like crying because of student loans or whatever. And the thing people don't realize is, hey, you can keep pushing them back, but guess what? When the government start taking away your tax returns and your eating out your social security when you get old and start taking out your retirement to pay those things, that's when reality is gonna hit. So my opinion is get the best education for the most economical price so you can move on with your life and you can build the next generation up and keep doing what you do to build success. So me, I hate that you even had to get to Congress, but it's always a money grab. It's kids are nothing. These kids are nothing but pawns. I treat this college thing, like the prison system. It's nothing more than a dollar amount put on each person that's in the institution, and that dollar amount raises money that is passed through the universities, and it's just like each person is money passed through the prisons. So it's just unfortunate, but it's the cold hard truth. Um, Anyways, I think this will do it because I pretty much got my point across. The goals are just one, we us as a society need to change this narrative of, hey, this one university makes or breaks me, because no, it shouldn't. Two, we need to value education and what we get out of it, because if we do that, then we will say, hey, if we can't get our veterinary degree over here, but we look on somebody's stuff on the was it on LinkedIn, and we see, oh, this person is nice and they got their stuff from over here. We need to look over here too. We need to start doing that. If we start doing that, then everything be all right. Because a lot of people don't want to do that. Like, and that's people's fault. It's not even government's fault. The government is just the government's dumb and gives schools money just based on filling a quota. Like, honest opinion, like, go take your when you take your services to other schools, guess what? The government is gonna have to pay attention to those other schools. So, like, make these other schools famous. So that's all I got for this. Again, this stuff is not edited or anything, so y'all see it. Even the phone call that happened, I'm gonna take care of that because dude been calling me all weekend. Yeah, we're gonna keep having these little current event talks or whatever, and just see where it goes. I actually got another one I'm thinking of, but I'm gonna see how it develops in the news. But all right, hope y'all have a cool day, and peace out.